Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Versus. Now, as we've said in the last ones, Versus is where we take two things from music and compare them and you see which side you're on. Now, in the last one we talked about vinyl and CD. Well, this time we're going to go a little bit different and go a little more modern for this one. CD versus just an actual download. Now, when CDs were really at their height, there was a lot to be done here. You had to go through everybody. And to be perfectly honest, artists didn't get exactly all the money that they deserved, really. It was all going to record producers, management, touring people, producers for the album, producers for this, producers for that, studio managers. And really, unless you got a gold record or above, you didn't get paid very much for this. So you got almost jack diddly. And in fact, a lot of people didn't even break even unless they got above a gold record. That says a lot. Whereas when you go to pure digital, you're taking out a lot of people. Sure, you're still paying for management. Sure, you're still paying for your record executives and people like that. But at the same time, you're taking out a lot of other people. You're taking out CD managers and all these other people that are just trying to get their hands in it, and it's going directly to their money. Now, I will say this though, a lot of people are going with the other side of this. When our good friends Radiohead from across the pond put out In Rainbows, it was a pure download, and the idea was you pay what you want. You give a price and you say, I want to pay $15 for this album. Which, actually, that's about the right price when it comes to a real album. Unfortunately, being that this was right around the time when the economy started to go, people actually put down the more recorded price for that, 1 penny. Now, of course, being a Radiohead fan, I think that was wrong, and I think people were cheap on that one. But unfortunately, I can't say how that was and how each case was different, because some people were saying, well, I am a fan, but I could only afford that. I doubt that, but still. So there's also, of course, things like pirated things. When Napster and LimeWire and all these other giant things became a lot more popular, it became a lot more easier to just torrent and download all of these onto your iPods or your MP3s or what have you, and you could just give these people the product and satisfaction. As someone that unfortunately does download, I don't like to say it why, there is actually a very good excuse for this. Now, say you found an artist that you have on a radio, maybe an XM and satellite radio and Sirius and all that. Say you found them and you think, well, that's an interesting one, let me download that. Well, as you download, the computer will tell you, hey, you like this artist, they have these songs as well. So you download those as well, and if you like them, you keep them. You listen to them more and more, and you think, wow, now I'm becoming a fan. This is really good. I like this. And as this is coming, now that you're a fan, you're looking more into it, you find out this artist is coming down. You go, you see the artist, you enjoy it, you have a great time. Now you're a fan, and you're constantly a fan. You're going to keep buying all their stuff. You're going to now probably buy the albums because you want to show endorsement. T-shirts, merchandise, all this other good stuff. It actually becomes something a lot more interesting. Now, versus, of course, when you have the CD. There are people that just buy these CDs for $15.99. They don't like any of it. They never listen to it ever again. This not being one of them, this is one of my more favorite CDs. And to be honest with you, this is where you get to be the part where you're thinking, well, now I'm wasting my money. Am I wasting it? I'm just buying the CD, and it was only 3 tracks out of a 15-track song that I would actually listen to over and over again. I think it's a waste of my money. So that's where there is a good plus when it comes to the digital download. Now, of course, people are going to say you're stealing from them, and yes, you are actually stealing from them. So people like iTunes and stuff like that, where you're actually digitally downloading for a price, that one makes a little bit more sense because, again, you're getting rid of a lot of other people that are putting their hands in that really shouldn't. You're still giving it to the artists and to the management and to the record companies that actually did this, but you're taking out a lot of other people that are putting their fingers in this and shouldn't. So now it's your turn to figure this out. Who's right? Who's on the better side on this? The CD or the digital download? You guys decide in the comments below.